We all have busy lives that we can't always put on hold regardless of what dogs, or even pets, in general, we decide to adopt. Clearly, this leads us to wonder about what options we have with a new dog and when we can have a small amount of freedom back. More importantly, it leads to one specific question. How long can Jack Russells be left alone? Watch this video until the end to learn how long a Jack Russell should be alone at home and options you can implement to reduce any negative behaviors. How long can Jack Russells be left alone? This is the question of the day. We know we will eventually need to leave our Jack Russells at home alone, but we are more curious about how far we can push our limits and what the best practices may be. None of us want to deal with coming home to a chewed-up shoe, curtains, or even the couch. It's understandable, we all have the exact same fears. We all have jobs and things that come up on any given day, and it's undoubtedly helpful to understand what to do with our new Jack Russell while we are out. If you need to be gone more than 24 hours, I'd highly recommend using a pet sitter for your Jack Russell. First, they simply can't hold their urine or bowel movements for this long of a stretch, whether they are crated or not at the time. Additionally, your dog will need some water and food in this 24-hour span. Simply put, if you need to be gone longer than 24 hours, either arrange for a pet sitter for your Jack Russell or bring your new Junior with you if possible. Exceeding 24 hours just won't work, especially when your Jack Russell is still in the puppy phase. Leaving your Jack Russell alone for more than 8 hours at a time. Now, let's move into your working day and leaving your Jack Russell for more than 8 hours. Me, personally, I always crate my Jack Russell if I'm going to be gone this long. I have a great crate that I feel my dog is comfortable inside of, and I know she won't find any potential ways to get herself into trouble. It's also a matter of just never knowing what may come up. What happens if you're stuck at work longer? Maybe you have errands after work to take care of. Look, I'm not saying to abuse the use of a crate, but in certain situations, it's just what needs to be done until you are 100% certain that your Jack Russell has potty training down 100% and won't get too bored or anxiety-filled while you are gone. In my experience owning dogs in the past, this only comes with practice and time out of the cage in small durations until you build your way up to full days. Give them time to learn what's desired behavior and what's not desired behavior, and you can begin expanding the trust zones slowly with them. Until then, I'd recommend keeping the trips and errands short in the early phases and when your Jack Russell is not in the crate, and if you need to be gone for more than 8 hours at a time, simply use a comfortable and reliable crate. In all honesty, it's really that easy and not much to it, but we do need to discuss separation anxiety with Jack Russells and what may happen in the early puppy years if you do decide to leave home with utilizing a crate. Do Jack Russells have separation anxiety? Yes. They are known to have separation anxiety more so than other dog breeds. Jack Russells will typically display one of two behaviors when they experience separation anxiety. The first thing you may notice is a substantial amount of chewing. When it comes to leaving your Jack Russell at home alone, this makes it imperative that you provide safe chew toys that can keep your friend occupied. Once you choose your chew toy of preference, ensure you work with them a bit and help them understand that this is what you want them chewing and that it is enjoyable. Don't try and assume that they will just realize what this toy is and that this is the desired item to chew either. Be sure to teach them that chewing these items is the ideal item to be chewing. This can be done by replacing items you catch them chewing and placing this near their mouth and rewarding them. You can also take the more laid-back approach and just place the toy in the area of your Jack Russell on a day you don't plan on leaving them alone and wait for them to realize it's a toy just to ensure that they are going to like the chewing toy and use. Regardless of which path you opt to take, providing something you prefer them to chew is your best bet just in case separation anxiety does take place. Another solution is to use a gate that's tall enough that they won't be able to jump and keep them in a room where they won't be able to chew or destruct anything.